And we're live! Hello everyone, and welcome back to the dungeon. Ah, damn it, I did it again. If I'm going to keep that other window open, I gotta remember to mute it, so this is not an echo. Hi! Welcome back to the dungeon. I'm your host as usual, Dungeon Master Vibe. We're back today with some more Tales of Arise. So yesterday, if you tuned in to our very, very early in the day stream that I felt like I was a little sleepy for, even though it was like noon when I started, we made quite a bit of progress in this section of the game. And if you can't tell by the music, shit's kind of hit the fan. So, yeah, so we'll get into all that in a second. As far as announcement type stuff, don't really have any today, I don't think. What is today's date and what is tomorrow's date, actually? Let me take a look at that, because that might change some things. Okay, yeah, there we go. So tomorrow we will actually be starting up a new game, and we'll be probably starting it about 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. We'll be starting a scary game, and because we got the spooky month coming up here. And we'll be playing In Sound Mind, which is sort of a psychological horror game that I honestly can't remember how... I feel like someone told me about it in one of the Library of Ruiner streams. I feel like that's maybe how I heard about it. So yeah, so we'll be playing that tomorrow. And then pretty soon we'll be starting up Madness Project Nexus as well. So we got those 2 games coming up. As well as some other fun things here and there that are a little bit further off, but you know, they're in the works. So yeah. But that's about it for announcement type things. Why don't we hop right into the game? Yeah, so as I said, if you missed yesterday's stream, shit's kind of hit the fan. We took Kisara and Dohalim with us down into the Void and found out that, yeah, that was their medical facility back there, because, I mean, it's not like that even made any sense in the first place, but apparently that's where they took people to die once their, magic stuff, that I forget what it's called, gets completely sucked out of them. After which, Dohalim kind of suffered some PTSD due to Kisara crying about the death of her brother, and then we found out that his whole reason for being a nice guy is not because he cares, he seems to not care at all. He just didn't want people screaming anymore because it triggers his PTSD. And then there was a bunch of more screaming because honestly, very specific reasons that made me feel like some aspects of the situation were kind of overreacting, but I guess it's kind of like it was a very stressful situation, so I don't know. In any case, though, let's get back into the game after we watch these skits.
We have to stop Sir Kelzelik.
Yeah, Kelzelik is staging a coup now.
He always treated us Danans with such warmth and kindness. Did he have such bad intentions all along? I just can't bring myself to believe it.
Forget about intentions. We should assume he's the one who's behind all these incidents.
Yeah, so Kelzelik, Dohalim's right-hand
man,
man, was secretly
who resent Dohalim, but I didn't expect one would be so
correcting the magic-y shits, which
yes,
at such a rate that it was
right.
killing the Danans.
I guess all of us here in Menancia are still some way off from being a truly united realm, aren't we?
Are you going to be okay, Kisara?
I don't know, but I definitely don't want things to end like this. Please, lend me your strength.
Of course.
I do like Kisara's character.
Anyone who tries to oppress
cool.
others is our enemy, and we'll gladly stand against them. Besides, I want to believe that this realm really can do better too.
Alright, so hopefully we have some monies though to buy some supplies. So we burned through like all of our stuff fighting Dohalim. Wow, yeah, we do got shit. What can we say? I have lots of wheat. Doesn't exactly sell for much. Oh, wait, I can sell the armor I'm not using. weapons I'm using. Shit. There we go. That makes a difference, doesn't it? Honestly, it's probably better to buy more orange gear than it is to buy the regular healing. When I say that, orange gear is very expensive. I wonder if I can craft anything for Kisa. Yeah, that's a rock. That one is in fact a rock. I like how this one looks. Yeah, so it's not even actually her mace that gets changed. Like, her mace is practically a secondary weapon. You know, her belt loop thing that hangs off, it makes me think of like a lion too. You know? Alright, do that.
I thought we'd see fighting throughout the city, but it's dead quiet.
Either Dohalim's allies have been arrested, or they're keeping a low profile.
Meaning the rebels are occupying the palace? Then let's hurry up and kick those bastards out.
What to do? Oi. Yeah, tell me what the fuck's going on. So, Kezarek, the Lord's adjutant, suddenly occupied the palace and knocked it down, but it doesn't seem like all the Renans are following him. And that's probably why some uncooperative Renans were attacked right off the bat. So, okay, so once again, good. It's like, it's not just like every Renan here. It's just like he has like his bunch of loyalists, or people loyal to him, however you want to say it, working alongside him. What is it now? Yeah, hold on, I need to fix this real quick. I just found out apparently one of the things on my Discord isn't apparently working properly. Alright, well. If it's not fixed now, I will fix it later. Damn Goadsmen and uncooperative Renans have all been imprisoned in the palace. The rumors of Zugor-like cries within. Whereas the Renans who still refuse to fall in line are beaten and taken elsewhere. So I'm trying what they do to me if I push Ghostface, so that's all I've got. I'm talking with the Goadsmen now, just don't know what to do though. If only Lord Dohalim were here. And Kezadok. So Kezadok is a very high-ranking official. He's Lord Dohalim's top adjutant. He's honestly never had a very high opinion of us Danans. I was under the impression he served Lord Dohalim loyally in spite of that. But here we are. And where is Dohalim? Lord Dohalim hasn't been seen since he headed for Razum Quarry. Faithful Guardsmen have been searching percent high and low for him, but with no luck. Rumors abound that he's been imprisoned in the palace, or that he's already been killed. Personally, I've had to believe that that would never happen to him. I'm good. Let's get up there and kick some ass. Pretty sure Dohalim was, the boss, was the boss fight, since, he was in fact the Lord, and we did fight him like, straight up full powered like we did the other two Lords, so. Though a bit out of order of events of the previous places, we have already fought the Lord of this area technically. I imagine we're still going to get some sort of boss, but surely something not quite as strong as he.
This place is awfully quiet for a siege palace.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Danans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Danan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim. My fellow guards wouldn't abandon their post lightly.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
Let's try the Lord's chamber.
Worth a shot.
What the? Hey Kezalek, did he really manage to deploy these berries inside the palace? Guess that means we're on the right track to finding him. Is there any way we can get rid of these? Memory serves there's a release mechanism somewhere. My first guess would be inside his personal office.
Hey Law, you can bust that wall open, can't you?
Well, let's give it a try and find out!
You sure about that? From what I hear, that thing can stop even a cannonball.
On second thought, let's see if there's a release mechanism somewhere.
Kisara, do you have any idea just what Kelzelik might be planning at the palace?
It's hard to say. I've never seen him use any powerful arts, and I don't think he's particularly skilled with any weapons either. However, I have noticed him accompanied by something strange from time to time.
What kind of strange?
I don't know. I couldn't see anything with him, but I could sense something was there. Probably some sort of Zeugle.
An invisible Zeugle?
We'd better be careful in any case. I'd rather we not find out after it jumps us and tries to rip our throats out.
Just to head for the Lord's quarters, right? Which is the way that all these guards are, so that makes sense. Fight me!
Let's dispose of the trash.
You know, I should probably get Law back in the party because there's all these dudes with shields now.
Here I go! Let us dance in the wind! I'll take my revenge on you! You see this coming?
Astro Lord?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! It's almost too strong!
Split it open! Be my guest! I can carve through one!
Oh yeah, but he can still use that.
Dance in the wind! Here's a healing spell.
It's over! Lunar Rondo! Megasonic throw!
Air thrust.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet and... The true power of the blazing sword.
It's only as strong as the one who wields it.
You truly mean that? Thank you.
Oh hey! Hey Gloop. Yeah, it's going good. I got your message about that issue in the Discord. I'm not sure if I fixed it. If not, I will try to fix it later. Oh, this is locked. Okay, it's not where I'm going. Where am I going? Yeah, I'm wondering if that's been like that for everyone. Cause if so, there's been a lot of notifications that just nobody's been seeing. Cause there's other people, cause I have it set up to automatically post other people's stream notifications as well. Let's see. These are the goat's personal quarters. If you need anything in here, feel free to take it. This where you sleep too? Got the impression the goat was mostly made up of men. Oh, the quarters are divided between men and women. We're standing in the women's side now. Gotcha. Guess I better be careful not to disturb too much while I'm here, then.
Right.
I wonder if you don't want to end up on the wrong side of a mace. Funny. Okay, say these are like the goat's quarters, but... So I guess all the goats have their own room, because this is like a room for like one person. So only one bed. Ooh. What's that for? Wait. Is that not what he's wearing already? Oh, okay, now it's done. Oh, there's another chest. Pork bun recipe. I found a new recipe. Best offense is a good shield. An illustrated words are difficult. An illustrated guide to shields. Shield Historia. Whoever owns these books should like shields. I like shields. I like shield builds in Dungeons & Dragons. If you do like a fighter using a shield, you can actually like get a lot of reactions. I guess to be more specific, I really like reaction builds in D&D.
No choice. Now you'll learn. I won't show you any mercy. Bring him down. Damn it, Bennett. It's over.
Do it!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone! Dance in the wind! Glacial Spear!
Take this.
Fierce Evil!
An astral art?
That's my cue! Freeze Lancer!
Shut him down.
With this, I can become even stronger!
You know what? Check to see if you all get enough points for more skiers. He doesn't. She doesn't. She doesn't. Yeah, she can grab you.
choice. Engaging! You're finished!
I never miss!
I'm gone! Lock and load!
You'll have no mercy!
Take this! You picked the wrong fight!
Law! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
I'll heal you all! Raging
Far enough!
Storm!
Here I come! You're finished!
Or even this.
I'm not done!
Well, we have a lot of moves that juggle people now.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
You know, the more I think about it, this palace is way too big for its own good.
Tell me about it. Plus, where the hell were these soldiers and Zeugles all this time?
Normally, the Zeugles are kept in specialized training facilities and only get let out in cases of emergency.
Like this one, for instance? Give me a break.
Well, this seems like it's probably the right way.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Now you see what I can do!
My shield! Take down their defenses! Bring them down! Its armor's too strong! Be my guest! Take it! Not today!
Glacier Spear! Here's evil!
Mega Sonic Thrust!
More with that kick!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Tiger Blade!
Astral!
Astral Energy! Full throttle! Glacial Spear! It's in the sky! I never miss! Thunder Blade!
Be still!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Annihilation!
Rising Falcon! No escape! Lightning Thrust!
Do it! Neon! Astral Energy! Full throttle! Hear me!
Locked and loaded!
My Astral Energy!
Their armors were interrupted.
I need to be stronger.
Instruction books on etiquette. Towels alone make your posture go rigid. PC squad note. Comes with Mahagsaw grows more inscrutable by the day. We send vast quantities of resources but only receive a pittance of dodgy goods in return. Is his lordship aware
So
of this?
what is Mahag-Sar exactly?
One of the 5 realms of Dana. From the sound of it, Kelzelik had some dealings with them.
Treasure key. Ooh.
What's this thing?
It's money. Which it kind of. Did I just not notice them, or did they spawn in
I won't forgive
late?
you!
Now you'll learn! Lunar Rondo!
Thunder Field! Raging Spear! They really don't give up, do they?
Bring it down!
Sleep now!
Mega Sonic Loading! Sword Rain!
Will this count?
Try harder! No, you can't! No escape! Ignite! Lightning Thrust! Rising Falcon!
Drop kick.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Wonders to hear, that's useful. There's writing scribbled in the margins. My comrades, once you occupy the palace, engage the barriers post haste, you know which room to leave the release mechanism in. Return the key to the room to the specific cabinet.
Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for, but
This isn't enough to go on.
So they've been playing this while, haven't they? I guess they had to be. I mean, you don't exactly launch a coup willy-nilly. Oh. Freaking bypassing the hallways. Using the balcony, huh?
Out of my way! Bring him down! This one is mine! Release! Tiger Blade! Fury! Slow him down! Here I go! Watch for the ranged attack! Engaging!
There, got you.
Going in!
Mega Ray! Force!
Fall back! Right up the fire in the hole! You could use a hand!
Mission! Raging Storm!
It's over! This one's mine! Tiger Blade!
Glacial Spear!
Piercing
Thunder Field! Raging Cascade!
On guard!
This one's mine!
No chance! Nice try!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Starting scribbled on the margins. My comrades, in the event of an emergency, you are to disengage the barriers and go provide support. You know which room the release mechanism is in. Do not forget to retrieve the key from the office.
Another note from the rebels.
If we combine it with the note we found before,
Oh,
then
so I found that key already,
there
so
should
then...
be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Yeah, I already got that key. So then the key was for the treasury, right? So then I should be just
Great.
going to the
Let's see
treasury.
if we can find it.
Which, I mean, I plan to do anyways, because, I mean, it's key to the treasury. Kind of gotta check it out, yeah? Screw you guys. Oh.
Out of our way!
Bring him down!
By the power of damage! Tiger Blade!
It's too late to stop that one.
Not in your dreams!
I'm going in! I see one, eh?
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Here is Thunder Blade!
Try harder!
Started!
Burn it all!
That's my cue!
Shut him down.
I'll take you all on.
What?
Flare Demolisher!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Mega Ray!
Here I come! It's over!
Going in! What's
Dazzle! Rondo!
weak! Let Astral Energy!
Take it! Tiger Blade!
Any injuries?
Looks, Cocteau just. Lots of treasures, assumingly ordered and placed in place by Pat, his Menensian lords. Now they get the dust out of sight, maybe the current lord isn't a fan of them. Shiny gold statue must be represent previous lord. Huh. Okay, so that was just for the treasure then. Oh. The office is a different room altogether. My bad.
do my best.
I see one, eh?
Save you!
Like beyond! Flaming thrust!
Tiger Blade!
Lunarongo!
I can read your moves like a book.
This one's mine!
Flying freak! When you think you'll sit still! Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
We're not finished! Its armor's too strong! It'll split it open! Be my guest!
Tree Blazer! Thunder Blade!
Here I come! It's over! Lunarongo!
Mine! Here goes! Tiger Blade!
Flaming thrust!
Here goes!
Flaming falcon! You picked the wrong fight!
Going in.
Take this! It's over! Shattering of pieces! Attack!
To the wheel!
On the ground!
In here!
Tiger
Blade! More for the stockpile!
Lunarongo!
On guard.
Glacial Spear!
Rising Phoenix! I owe you one.
This one's
More
mine.
with that Tree Blazer!
Lunarongo!
Hear my call!
Rising Falcon!
Dance in the wind!
No escape!
Here's the I'm ready! Photon dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Xion.
Ooh, you can't catch me.
Get lost!
You're mine! Now you learn! Now! Megaphonic thrust! Be still!
So much for talking it out.
Swordling Alpha! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here!
Now! Here I come! You're finished!
Now! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Burn in hell!
Oops.
Blade! Arc Steel! Tree Blazer!
Astral Art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Healing Circle! Ridwell! Astral Energy! Full throttle! Certainly not bad. No complaints here.
Noble
I
room
think
key.
this is a key to the noble room of the castle.
A noble what?
The room at the northern end of this floor. Maybe the release mechanism is in there.
So why do you have a room that's just called the Noble Room? Like, is that even for? I might as well check this one. So one we haven't. No, the Noble Room. Ah, good thing we did. Get some more geo. Milk. This is not. Oh, it's the other way.
Get lost!
Like you're mine! You're mine! You're finished!
This one's mine.
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
Tiger Blade! It's over!
Tempest! Water! Here I call!
Try harder! No chance! It's over!
It's in the sky! Here goes! I never miss!
You're mine! You're finished! Lunarongo!
Now! This one!
Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone! There! Got you! Raging
Here I
Blade!
come! You're finished!
Abort! I'll be... Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
You people aren't supposed to be here. Oh, okay, that's it. But I kind of thought they had more to say than that.
Not today! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Vassal!
You'll pay for what you did!
Now you'll learn!
More for the pile! Take it!
You're mine! Megasonic thrust! Lightning thrust!
Tiger Army
Lunar Rumble!
Make it rain!
Rising Spell! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I thought it was in here. Did I not pick up the key? Huh. Thought I picked up the key already. So another office downstairs? What? Alright, grab the key off the desk. And it's supposed to go to the normal room, isn't it? Yeah, there's more stuff downstairs. Okay. You whooped the heck. Hmm. Did I go in this room? That one's locked. Okay, I'm just missing something. Like this. Is there just some issue here? Like, is something just not triggering? Because they told me to come here. I already picked up the key, but it's still showing I need to find the key. Okay, now I'm getting annoyed. Like, I've gone where it's said to go. And I already have the key. Yeah, it still has the marker for this room. It's acting like I haven't found the key yet. What do I do about this? Okay, let me load this, I guess. No, this is still after I got the key. Okay, what the hell am I supposed to do then? So I'm still just missing information is what it is. So I gotta visit some other rooms and find some other clues I missed, I guess. Okay, so it's an actual puzzle, so it is just that I am missing something. Oh.
Even if Danins and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget. We're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose hope, Kisara.
Fight me.
Go no further!
Engaging!
Next away! Turn away! Here I go! I'll take my revenge on you! Sleep now, I'll be saving this one! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Astral Arts?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Its armor's too strong!
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest!
Out of the way! Smash you!
Far enough! Reload!
Take this!
This one's mine!
You picked the
Wrong fight.
Here I come!
Will this help?
We're not finished! Sword Rain Alpha!
Let me help.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I need to be stronger.
What is this? Nice, there's a fight coming up. Stringing scores to tug at the heartstrings. He's a music man. Unfamiliar instruments are set out on display. You can't touch them. Psh, I'm a goner.
Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
Aren't you still mad at him?
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go.
Gizalik.
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzalik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave.
Oh, he should have shown his true colors, huh?
Now we see his true colors.
Update, yeah, see?
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzalik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool. I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave would know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state!
Its actual state honestly sounded
A
kind
realm
of
where
shitty.
Danons are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order. It's...
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother, he dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death. You killed my brother. And now you'll die for it!
Ooh. Reminds me of the chameleon boss from Kingdom Hearts 1. They're much scarier looking. That's more of a monster than a vibe, I suppose, than that.
My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Have you no shame?
Freeze Lantern! Careful! It has some kind of camouflage!
No, it's not that. Oh, it is.
Go for the weak point!
Ah, joke's on you guys to get the Patron that makes you immune to that. Oh, it's tail.
Here, let me help! Tiger Blade!
Carve through armor!
You need it out of that corner.
This one's fun! Meteor! Thunder Blade!
Vanished again?
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
Okay, so kind of just tell what's right.
This one's mine.
Take this! Strike!
Will this help?
Tackle!
Bring natural energy.
Ready to Rising Falcon!
Far enough.
Take this! No escape!
For that.
Burn!
Going in.
By the
Water. Tiger blade.
Sword Rain Alpha! Megasonic Thrust!
Air thrust.
Here I come!
Raging cascade.
It's over! Be still!
One more.
Lunar Rondo!
Burn in the stockpile.
Look sharp.
Take this!
Take this.
Tiger Blade!
Here's the evil.
Lunar Rondo!
Take this. Freeze laser. Tiger blade. Field.
Rising Falcon! Here I come!
Ready and ready.
One more.
Now you see what I can do.
No escape!
Right up the door.
Be still!
Alright.
Lunar Rondo!
Let me help.
Rising Falcon! No escape!
Thunder blade. Tiger
You're mine!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher!
I'll heal you all.
You're mine!
Going in. Healing you.
Sword Rain Alpha!
In the wind. That's my will. Sleep now. Flare
gone.
This one.
One more.
No escape! Try harder!
Down.
You're
Your
mine!
horse.
It's over!
If it's in the
Sword
sky,
Rain
it's
Alpha!
Thank you. This one's mine.
Let me at it.
Strike! This is looking good!
Nothing gets by me. On guard.
Here I go.
Not today!
Tiger Blade.
Take this!
Lightning orb. Lightning
Take this!
Piercing roar.
It's over!
Cover the path.
Anything in armor is all mine. I can carve through armor.
Raging storm.
Flaming meteor.
Graviton field.
You're mine!
It's weakened.
Here I come! This ends now!
Meteor.
Megasonic Thrust!
Will this help?
Try this! Can't move!
Oh shit.
You have to hold on.
Healing to death.
Look sharp.
Bring you back to the depths of death.
Tiger Blade.
Not on my watch. Resuscitation.
This
Raging
one's
cascade.
mine.
Not done yet!
Tiger Blade.
I'm not done!
More healing stockpile.
I owe you one for that.
By the power of water.
I'm not done!
I never miss.
Sword Rain Alpha! Be still!
I'll heal you
You're
all.
mine! You're finished!
Anything in armor
I
is
can't
all
heal you
mine.
forever.
Stay away from my friend!
Do
You're
it.
finished! Kisara! Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone. This
There
one's
is
mine.
mine. Reload.
Flaming meteor.
You're mine! Lightning Thrust!
Reinforcements incoming. Not a problem.
Burn!
Back into the fray.
Going.
Here I come!
Bring you back from
You're
death to
finished!
this.
It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out.
Tiger Blade. I can handle it.
Will
Far
this
enough.
Dance in the
Here I
wind.
come!
On
You're
guard.
finished!
Healing
Take this!
Tiger Blade.
You're finished!
Appreciate the help.
Help this.
Rising Phoenix!
Natural energy. Lightning to death.
Look sharp. Take this. Here. Tiger Blade.
This should do it! Thanks! I'm not done! Be
Piercing
still!
roar.
Take this! An astral
That's my cue.
You'll shut him down!
Blade.
Glacial spear.
Here I go!
On guard. Take this.
I never miss.
Tiger Blade.
Here I come! Strike! Sword Rain Alpha!
This one's mine.
Raging cascade.
This one's all
Tiger
mine!
Blade.
Eat this! Still!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
This one's mine.
Take this!
Tiger Blade.
Dazzle!
Glacial spear.
You're mine!
Going in.
Freeze laser.
My turn!
That move.
No escape! Here comes the big one!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kizara.
I'm out. Tiger Blade.
Here I come! No escape! Lightning Thrust!
On guard.
Take this!
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
And miss all the sun.
You're mine!
No way.
You're finished!
This one's
Sword Rain
mine.
Alpha!
Now you've gone and ticked me off.
Glacial spear.
Here's the
evil.
One more.
This should do
Tiger
it!
Blade.
really?
Take it down! I never miss! In here!
This one's all mine.
Lunar blast!
It's too much. This should do it. I'm ready to go. Eat dirt. Try harder. Not kill. Strike. Can't move.
Shit.
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss. Tempest World! More where that came from. Here, let me help.
I owe you. Try it. You'll pay for that.
Searing Flame!
It's
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
It's over.
Look sharp.
Take this.
Resuscitation! Tiger
Rising
Ready to
Falcon.
go. Still got some fight left in
It's
you.
over.
First aid!
Here I come.
Tiger Blade!
Ready and raring.
Into the shadows! Lightning off! Rage!
This one won't save you.
Take this. Not a
Here!
chance. No escape.
I'll be saving this mine! Flaming meteor! Far enough! Lightning! More with that came from!
Oh, I thought I was doing the charge.
It's about to strike!
Oh, now it's doing the charge. Damn it.
Everyone.
On guard!
Shut up, damn it.
Try harder. Take this. We've got him on the run.
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still in it.
Blade! Gale Force! Raging Cascade! A new leaf on life!
Try harder.
Take this! I'll do! Tiger Blade! Water! Hear my call!
You're mine.
In here!
You're finished. This time.
Let me at it! I'll be
Ignite.
I'm ready to go!
I'm not feeling so great.
Mega Ray! Thunder
You're
Blade!
finished.
I can do this all day! Lightning Blast!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Oh. Okay, so Lux is like super good. Ow.
Lightning Descent! Hear my call!
He took out all the health I just got.
Not on my watch! Hear me!
I'm not done. Megasonic thrust.
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Light Astral Energy!
You're mine. It's over.
Hear my call!
Lunar Rocket.
Are we in over our heads?
Come on. It's not over till it's over.
You're right. We've made it this far. Leave the charges to me.
I got ahead of myself again.
Burn.
A new... On guard! One more! I'm ready!
This one's mine.
New Astral Energy!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Nice.
You filthy slaves are despicable.
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship. Ridiculous. Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
Now, what was the point of all this?
What were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
Very. Even if he, I mean, I appreciate him jumping in, but even if he did jump in,
the truth
he wasn't gonna do shit.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
It can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down.
Hey,
something
were you
still
doing something
troubles me.
worthwhile?
It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit,
Oh, you don't say.
nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed, something like this must have come from another realm. Mahak-Sar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough. And you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act as the Lord of Elder Menencia. Go to Mahak-Sar, Ganeth Haros, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
So what, we just go let him walk?
Are you alright with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renan. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Hey.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives.
I feel like
And
that
now,
is something they
those
kind of
people
ignoring
out there
when
are
they were
fighting
having
to
the
keep
screaming
that
match.
dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
You see the look on the face, she's like, yeah, I know this is going.
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans. You're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
Befriended Dublin. Kiss all up to buddy. Score worth 1. Cheese fondue recipe. And a new recipe. Dohalim's perk, rod extension. Dohalim perfectly evades an enemy attack, his senses become heightened, and his rod will gain momentum, greatly extending his range. His penetration will also rise, letting him interrupt enemies and land critical hits on them more often.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Nagal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
Oops, I accidentally hit a button. See what he can do. Stalagmite, begin at earth, or that makes the ground rise upwards. Across multiple phases, elusive deity, staff strike rushes forward and thrashes the enemy in an upward leap. Here, in intermediate healing art, that restores 1 ally's HP. Okay, so he also gets some healing stuff. And tornado drive. Launches a spin attack, force slamming the staff downward. Oh, there were speech bubbles. You notice the little dots on the map. When I'm thinking back on it, I did always feel like Kelzelik was pretty cold to his standards. I guess when you're that age, it's pretty natural to be prejudiced towards us. It's not just the Venons who have a problem. There are plenty of Danes who haven't let go of their resentment either. Alright, it's up to us, all of us, to make sure we don't let those issues spiral out of control. It's unfortunate what happened with Sir Kelzelik. He never was able to come around to Lord Dohalim's way of thinking, sad as it is to say. He had a lot of people working with him too. It's been really unfortunate. I had no idea about that whole Lake of Death sitting underground either. I think those guys knew about it.
You all arrived here from Cislodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
Cat.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danans and Renans have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going, I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Danan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elda Menencia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me. Not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
No, okay, what is going on with her? It's like, in all these scenes, she keeps, like, hanging back, getting these weird looks on her face. Like, what is going on with her? I know there's a lot of stuff with her that hasn't still been worked out, like, you know, her issues with the Red Ends, you know, and now we got 2 of them in our party with Shion and now Dohalim. Comrades of freedom. The time has come to liberate Dana and bring it into the crown contest alongside allies who believe in a better future. Caprice bonus, elemental attack plus 40%. Shockwave slash. Ground attack. Fierce slashing sweep attack from the side. Does it jump once in midair? Alright, so we get a lot from him. We may have mental defense plus 10. Oh, so we can also learn Resurrection.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Eldermen and Sea Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was Kelzalik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get
He was very clear about what his
He had to
goals
have known
were.
he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt. Even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no
Just
lofty
realized I need to
idealism
find
on
some
my part, nor
accessories
do I feel
that
any
look good
pride
on
in what
him.
occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion!
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
Oh, it's a new quest. Do that before we set out. Hey. Natural wavy hair. Oh, that shit's natural. The sunglasses look good on everyone. I'm gonna lie, the eye patch is kind of good. The way it frames around the hair. I don't think of it. Oh yeah, the weapon scanner, just like the other weapons they've had. Let's go grab that quest. Oh, you know what? Change the party, put both these two in.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
This is bad. What am I going to do about that Zoogle?
Hmm?
Is something bothering you, like you? Eddie mentioned something about a Zoogle. Okay, so, you see, actually, never mind, it's back. It doesn't sound like nothing to me. Did Danger Zoogle appear somewhere? You need it gone, I'll handle it. Couldn't ask you to do that. You got enough on your plate as it is, I'm sure. You didn't see his affairs to us. I have to learn how to get by without me get to depend on these days anyway.
Right.
I want to make sure this room stays safe just as much as you do. If you're having problems, say something.
Excuse me!
Just told you we can handle ourselves. Do you doubt our ability to look after ourselves? It's not what I...
Well...
It's okay, Legio. Really. I've got a fair share of Zoogles, you know? Why don't you tell us what's going on, at least? Okay. Giant Zoogle is shown up by Tresilda Highway, and it's making a big mess out of all the fields and buildings along there. It's like a wild hog. I don't know he manages to break through any walls and fencing that gets in its way. Say hog, you mean one of those boar Zoogles? Figured a stone wall would be enough to keep it at bay. I won't work with this fella. We're talking about something the size of a hut.
Really?
That big. Yes, that's why I've been struggling to come up with a way to stop it.
Good.
We're dealing with something that bad. You should let me go after it. We got my shield here, after all.
What the?
What? I don't know that's such a...
Seriously?
I don't know if that's gonna pose a threat to a Zoogle the size of a hut.
All right.
I'll make it work somehow. I'm determined to do what I can to protect my realm. You said Tresilda Highway, right? We'll be right back. Woo! I wonder if those quests back in the first area can be done yet.
Okay, off we go.
Oh, there's another quest available here too.
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
Lord Halim, what brings you here? Oh, nothing in particular. We're simply passing through. You're quite the distance from the capital, however. Are you in need of assistance? Well, yes, I've been having zero trouble. Curious. Shouldn't be seeing any more of them out here since soldiers cleared them all out. Little ones have kept away, yes, but this big Ziggle showed recently that's been causing me no end of trouble. Looks like a giant monkey. Yes, you could say it likes to blow these huge gusts of wind that wreak havoc on my crops. Sounds like quite a serious problem. I apologize for troubling you with this, my lord. I promise to still fulfill the priest's orders somehow. Ferdinand, I shall handle this situation myself. What? You do that for me, my lord? Of course. How can I possibly ignore a citizen standing before me who is quite clearly in dire need of my aid?
Kisara.
So it was a large simian Ziggle that knows how to manipulate the wind. Very well, let us be off, Kisara.
Right.
Let's start with the one we already had first. I mean, both are in this area anyways, so it's not like it'll be hard to find it.
That is one enormous stray.
Ooh.
I don't think we can take it right now.
Ah, seriously? Come on.
This one's tough.
Alright, let's see
We
what
have
he
no
can do.
choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Oh shit, that was a lot of damage.
I'll take out the legs with my shield.
Let me help. You're mine. Aim for the shattering pieces. Attack
I'll
time.
stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara. Ready.
This one is mine. Look sharp. Swappy.
Don't forgive me. This is my fault. I see you. You
Healing
missed.
circle.
Priming thrust. Take this. Not so fast.
I'll bring you back from death.
Begin. I see you. In your face.
Resuscitation.
Here, let me help.
First aid.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Piercing field.
Elusive deity.
Going in.
Regular arts are being interrupted. Elusive deity.
One more.
Drive.
Tiger blade.
Let's give it a whirl. I'll heal you all. This one's mine.
In a bind.
Piercing roar.
You may be strong, but I'll never back down.
Smash you. Instinct sharpened.
Healing circle.
I'll face you.
You picked the wrong fight.
I'm grateful.
This
Not so
one's
fast.
mine. Ready
You're
to go.
helping me to become a pattern.
It's for the good of all of us.
Is it now?
I'm out of ammo. I'll stop that.
Tiger blade.
Here's a healing arc.
Shit.
First aid.
Elusive deity.
Tiger blade.
Tornado drive.
Triple ray. Searing foot.
Just come I wasn't targeting its weak point.
Can you take it?
Amazing.
This one's mine. First aid. Tiger blade.
Not today.
Back into the fray.
This one's mine.
Art expert coming through.
Rising Wyvern.
Tiger blade.
Nice work.
No chance. Will this help?
Confiscated.
It's go time. Now you see what I can do.
This one's
In the
mine.
sky is
No
mine.
further.
Take this. Swallow Tiger blade.
Rising
I
Wyvern.
never miss.
I'm in your
Here I
debt.
come. Hurricane
Forgive me.
Glacial
Shit.
fire.
Piercing
You have to hold on. This
Freeze
one.
Lancer.
Look sharp.
Rising Wyvern.
I'll bring you back from death to
Rising
death.
Phoenix.
This one's swampy.
Resuscitation.
My pride was my downfall.
I'll end this with my own hands.
Sonic
I'll
thrust.
you all.
Sword Rain Alpha.
Can you take it? Take this.
Healing circle. Back into the radiant pierce.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Not today.
I can't heal you forever.
Begin. Swallow blade. House this.
Glacial spear.
Look station.
Art expert coming through.
Not so fast.
Here I come.
Lightning
Sonic
meteor.
Swarm.
Not
Sonic
at my
Now you see what I can do!
On guard! Ready? Here! Tiger Blade!
I'm out! I'm all stuffed up!
Look sharp!
Annihilation! Hear me! Flame of
Begin.
fury!
Burning!
Ready to run!
Look sharp! Cracking left! Going in!
Ignite!
It's weakened!
Resonate with the earth!
Water! Here's my Tiger
I'm
Blade!
ready!
It's over!
Here's
Take
Overhaul!
this!
Explosive
This one's mine!
In a bind?
Do it!
Outfit!
In an instant!
Impact Plus.
Excited! Into the shadows!
I like Doherty's abilities.
Tiger Blade!
Rising Phoenix!
On guard!
I mean, they're pretty simple right now because I haven't gone on very many others.
It looks like we made a mess! Time to stop!
Here
Let
goes!
the guard down!
You'll pay for that!
It's go time! I'll smash you!
That move!
Demon Fang! Here comes a big one! It's too much!
That's better!
Lightning!
Demon Fang! This one's all mine!
There! Got it! This one's mine!
Radiant here!
My head's spinning just watching you!
Resonate with the earth!
You're mine!
Time to stop!
Hey, don't run.
This one's mine! Tiger Blade!
Rising...
Out of the woods. Begin! Take this!
Going in! One more! Tiger Blade!
This one's mine!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Time to
Begin.
shine!
Lightning! Downfall!
Elusive deity!
Flaming
Let it
Beacon!
dry!
I'm only getting
Ignite!
started! Ready!
On guard! One more!
Mega Ray!
Now you see what I can do!
Tiger Blade!
Not in your dreams!
Demon Fang!
Can't get out of this!
Mega Ray!
Destruction! Eternal Devastation! Double
I
Demon!
noticed, unless I'm mistaken, Doherty's,
Now you're getting serious?
oh, it doesn't seem to have a special attribute to it.
I couldn't make it in time.
Damn, missed.
Demon Fang!
Missed the charge.
This one's
As a move, looks bad.
Wits about you, people! Not like this!
Damn.
Demon, you picked the wrong fight!
Can you take it?
You're mine! Raining Slash! Double Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
I'll face you! Shattering the
Rising
pieces!
Wyvern!
Attack time!
Here I come!
Not in your dreams!
Rising Falcon!
Out of the woods, it seems.
Pierce through! Double Demon Fang!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Rising Wyvern!
You require a hand.
Rising Phoenix! You're mine! It's over! Do it!
No further.
What?
Burn in hell! Double Demon Fang! This should do it!
Take this! I can carve through armor!
Don't mind if I do!
Megasonic Thrust! Take this! It's over! Dazzle! Strike! Here I come! Lightning Thrust! Stardust! Lunar Rondo! No escape! Dazzle!
Ow.
Take this!
There!
I'll
Shit.
Can't end here.
Damn.
I'm not done yet.
Okay, there's a campsite right over here.
I hate camping out.
Oh wait, but that still used up all those items though. Damn it.
I can't eat anymore. Hey, that actually came out pretty all right, don't you think?
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
There you go. Can't. So I can make refined versions of some stuff. Oh, and hers instead of refined, the second edition. That's fun. I can manage the range from here. What was this? Ah. That one's the monkey.
Think we can take that one?
Well, if you're up for being the decoy.
No thanks. Let's turn back.
No, we fight it. We almost beat it last time.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Resonate with the earth.
Going in. If they rush you, gotta jump for cover, okay?
Now, you're mine.
Tiger Blade! Go for the weak point!
Dragon Swarm.
Tiger Blade!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
No further.
This one's mine.
Radiant Blade!
Not today.
Tiger Blade!
Elusive deity.
Anything in armor is all mine. On guard. One more.
Great rhythm performance.
Tiger
Arch
Blade!
Seal!
You're finished. Rising
I'm out.
Falcon. I'll smash you. Try harder. Now, you're mine.
Not on my watch!
Heal.
Time to shine! Let the marksman handle
Be
this!
still.
Going I never miss!
Tiger Blade!
Take this.
Here, let me help!
You're finished.
First aid!
Now,
Piercing roar!
Elusive deity.
Lightning!
Dragon
Steel
Swarm.
Ball!
I'm ready.
You're
This
mine.
one's mine.
Explosive ring.
One more.
Damn, that one was a lot of
I owe you
hits.
one.
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Take it. It's over.
Tiger Blade!
By the power of water!
Radiant Meteor! Appreciate the help.
It's on. Ignite.
Going in.
Glacial
Here I
Spear!
come.
Pierce the earth!
That's it.
Freeze Lancer!
Tiger Blade!
Lost in pain.
Explosive ring.
On guard.
Into the
Try
pit!
harder.
Far enough.
Arch Seal!
This
No
one's mine.
escape. Take this.
One more. Tiger
Take
Blade!
this.
This one's mine.
Flame
I'm not done.
Burning Strike!
Piercing
Glacial
roar!
Spear! Pierce evil!
Not a chance.
Look sharp.
Strike. I'll smash you.
One more.
You're finished.
Tiger Blade!
Confiscated! This one's mine!
This one's mine.
It's on.
One more.
Burn in hell.
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
You're finished. Dragon Swarm.
This one's mine.
Try
This
this.
one's mine.
You're
Here,
mine.
let me help.
You're
On
finished.
guard.
First aid!
Take this.
Tempest.
There. On guard.
Explosive ring.
One more. Tiger Blade!
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
First aid!
Thanks for the concern.
Simple repayment for a favor of.
I don't grant favors,
It's over.
and I don't expect them either.
This one's nothing against my team.
You're mine. Stardust.
This one's mine.
Rondo.
Look sharp.
Healing
Elusive deity. Here I go. Here I go.
That's good.
Take this.
Here,
You're
on
mine. Kisara, Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Take this.
Look sharp.
Smash you.
Punchy Lash!
This one's all mine.
Tiger Blade!
You picked the wrong fight.
Let them marksman handle
Resonate
this!
with the earth.
On guard!
I'm not done.
One more!
Coming flame!
Tiger Blade!
There!
Sword Rain Alpha.
Going in! One more!
Mega
Be
Ray!
still. Begin. Rondo. Rising. Try harder. My turn.
This
You're
one's
mine.
mine!
It's over. Sword Rain Alpha.
My head's spinning just watching!
Watch yourself. I sense incredible power.
Explosive ring.
Here, let me help. First aid!
Okay, here I go.
It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out!
Try harder!
This is going a lot better this time. Oh, he saw a door really move up to. I'm dead. Okay, well, as soon as I open my damn mouth.
Resuscitation! Back into the fray!
Yes, I see.
Shattering pieces! Attack time!
Blade! Lightning! Downfall! Here goes!
Going in. That's it. Piercing roll.
Confiscated!
Flaming meteor.
Where are you going?
Why'd she aim over there?
Take this. Tiger blade. Not like this.
Into the shadows! Think again! Now! Lightning! Think again!
It's go time! Now you see what I can do!
You're mine!
Yeah, maybe I will just come in.
Ready!
Maybe I will just come back to this one later because I don't
Take it!
have like any
I'm only getting started!
supplies.
Not in your dreams!
I suppose we'll just like
I'm only
barely
getting
do weave.
started!
So we'll level up a little bit, you know.
Take it! You're mine! Gravitas field! Lightning! Downfall! Lightning! Downfall!
It's go time!
Primed and ready! Where are you going? Here I go! It's over! Think again! Now! House it! What the?
Nope. Damn.
I can't believe this.
Can't believe you've done this. Aren't the other ones any easier to fight?
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art.
Mind if I join you, Law?
I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
You can tell it's tough just looking at it.
Yeah. It'd probably mess us up good.
What about this one?
I've got a bad feeling about this one.
This one has
I
help
have a
too.
bad feeling
We're
about
coming
this.
through!
I can feel you where you stand.
Go for the weak point!
I'm not done!
Piercing
Dragon
roll.
Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Be still!
Can you take it?
Here I come!
Denied.
Strike! Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
In a bind?
I'm all stuck.
Going in. Make it rain.
Doubly! In an instant! Impact Block!
We work well together.
Like a finely timed.
Try harder! No, you can't!
Going in.
Take
This one's mine.
You're mine!
One more. Tiger blade.
Flame, reload!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Gravitas field!
Dragon Swarm!
Piercing roar.
Explosive Ring!
It's too much.
Heal! It's on!
Now I can let loose.
Piercing roar.
Burn!
Mega ray! By the power
Take
of
this!
water!
No escape!
Mega
Sword
ray!
Rain Alpha!
My head's spinning just watching you.
Forgive me.
Stay away from my friends!
First aid! I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation! Glacial spear. I never miss. On guard. That's it. I'll bring you Tiger Blade. Abyss. Art expert coming through. Meteor.
My turn!
Radiant light. Here.
Piercing
Confiscating.
Take this!
Searing flame. Reload. Mega ray.
Forgive me.
Come on.
Damn.
Hear me. You have to hold on.
Okay, yeah. All these enemies are too tough for us right now.
Nothing gets by me. I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Time to shine.
Smash you!
Resuscitation.
I let my guard down.
Searing flame. Reload. I'm out of ammo. Wasn't weak.
You're finished!
Mega ray. Lightning. Downfall. I'll bring you back from death's abyss. I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Dragon Swarm!
Resuscitation. I'll heal you
Sword
all.
Rain out!
Train harder.
You're mine!
Healing circle.
It's over!
All right. Now where was I?
Okay.
If it's in the sky,
Try
it's
harder!
mine.
Now! It's
I
on!
never miss.
Piercing raw! Not today!
Back into the
Here I
fray.
come!
Annihilation. Mind if I do?
Take this! No
Lightning.
escape!
Downfall.
Piercing Dragon Swarm!
Will this help?
Take this! Now, while it's
I don't have
reeling!
much
Take it down.
Dragon Swarm!
Let me out.
Try
Searing
this!
flame. Hear me.
Okay,
Flame
here
of
I go.
fury. Burning strike. Water. Hear my call.
Now you see what I can do!
Look sharp! Sword Rain out! Look sharp! You're mine! You're finished!
That's it. Tiger Blade. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher.
Sight.
I'm not
Piercing
ready!
roar. Radiant pierce.
Here I come! It's over!
Here I go. You're mine.
You're mine! It's
Downfall.
over!
Be
still.
Take this. Leave the
Honestly, I think this one's giving us more trouble than the
All mine!
first one we were fighting. Because
roar. One more.
I haven't even gotten this guy to half health yet.
Lightning. Don't mind if I do. If it's in the sky, it's mine. Searing flame. Reload.
Try harder! Not again!
I'm out.
No
I'm all
escape.
stocked up.
Lightning
Mega
thrust.
ray. By the power I
like
never
this.
miss.
You'll pay for that! You're mine!
Lightning.
You're fit!
Downfall.
Take this!
Annihilation.
Try harder!
Searing
Now!
flame.
Take this!
Reload.
Armor won't save you!
No!
Oh,
Can't
I'm all
end here!
stocked up. By the power of water. Sighted. I'm only getting started. There, and again. There, go. Lightning, downfall. Law, get toasty.
Burn strike!
Ready. Zephyr Trident. There, one more. Lightning, downfall. I'm out of ammo.
Take this! Now you see what I can do!
Not in your dreams. Lightning. Watch and weep. If it's in the sky, it's mine. There. Where are you going?
oh damn it.
Think again. Here I go.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
over.
If I move the stick, I'll...
Here I go. It's over.
Oh, shit.
Take it. It's over. Here I go. You're mine. What the?
Okay, well, I cannot fight these enemies yet. Too strong.
I can't believe this.
Wait.
Guess I misread the landing.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Okay, so we got a couple new quests in this area.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
This flavor, why, it rivals the cooking of my own chefs in the palace.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every...
You're Captain Kisara from the Guild, right? Perfect. Got a problem I could really easily
You
help with.
okay?
Well, when I was working in Vazamkoi earlier, I came across this one tough nut of rock that I couldn't quite crack. Tough rock, you say? If you need help smashing the thing, I'm your guy. But the solution was so simple. Alas, by the time I got back to work the next day, it had completely vanished. Much of my surprise when I found it rolling around deep in the quarry. It was practically a walking crag, and a feisty one at that. Ever since then, I have been too scared to get back to work knowing that thing is in there.
Okay.
Okay, so it's another big zoo.
Huh?
Here we go!
I think we might run into a similar issue with this one. Because if it's a single enemy, not a group of enemies, then it's going to be one of those big, strong ones. So I think I'll also just leave that one alone for now. So this. It's big.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here.
Oh? Yeah.
So, Kinto, it's particularly unique and special as a library. And here I can ask you to consider donating it to me, Kinto.
Yeah.
I don't think I could part with this one. I need this book to fight Zugos and stuff.
Why?
Goodness, I had no idea there was any such books used for combat. Well, one reason I simply must get my hands on it. Lord Doha, sweetie, you must convince her to pass with it somehow, please. I must. To be quite honest, I would rather she hold on to it as well. But I, Tigrina, was appointed by you to serve as the palace's librarian so as to keep these precious books safe for future generations. I must do something. I simply can't do my job without having the books I need in my care. Please, Lord Doha. It's quite the conundrum. I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah. Got it.
Look, I'm not reading this book out of my sight, but you can take a look at it while we're here, if you like. Find any new books while we're traveling, I'll bring them to you. Does that work for you?
Great.
Absolutely. I really do wish I could have your book, but I've got to accept that as a compromise. In return, every time you have something to show me, I'll give you something special in return. Lord Doha, do hope a generous budget is forthcoming. The art must be preserved. Fortunately, that isn't my call to make, seeing as I no longer serve as Lord here. But you make compelling argument. Don't be shy about bringing me lots and lots of books now. I'll be here, eagerly awaiting them.
I hate that woman.
She was a handful, wasn't she?
Thank you very
What's
much.
wrong with being passionate? Not to mention, she was kind of cute.
Of course that's why you like her. Well... yeah.
Then well, bibliophile. Who's max hit you by one?
I don't think I'll ever quite warm up to her. But I can respect her passion for books.
Oh, so all of Venomware's weapons, all her different
That
books
can't
count.
be. No.
Oh, wow!
Hey. Ugh.
Uh-huh.
Oh?
Oh, so was that all of them? Okay, it was. Alright, so there's benefit to getting all of Venomware's weapons then, not just the best ones. Where's elemental attack? You can make use of that. I guess we'll go ahead and continue on to the next area, seeing as though all the quests here involve fighting enemies that were a bit under level 4, it seems.
We've reached our destination.
Okay, off we go.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
Alright, I could... Should have something to do with the guy in Mark, so specifically, is that what it is?
What's this thing?
Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo!
Oh, there it is.
Hoo 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 hoo!
Yeah, we're here.
Hoo 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 hoo!
That was here so weird.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
There's something in the water.
Ooh, can I find any fish?
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Fishing. Various fishing points scattered around Diana, which contain different species of fish to catch. These fish can then be used in cooking, sold for gold, or even unlock new titles, so don't hesitate to try new fishing holes when you find them. Fishing consists of 4 steps: casting a line, lowering fish, hooking them, and then reeling them in. For most information about these topics, consult the fishing controls topic.
Where should I cast my line? Reel it in.
Ah. I get it.
Well, it's not bad per se.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
Reel it in.
Big fish.
I'll get you next time.
Damn.
Could it be?
Shit.
That was disappointing.
So it's not always the same button.
There we go. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Nice work!
All right.
Not quite sure how that works necessarily.
Well, it's not bad per se.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
Could it be?
Fish. Get it.
This fish is way bigger than I was expecting.
Ooh,
Are we going to be able to finish all that?
nice.
There we go. Anybody could reel in that.
That went pretty well.
Yeah. Reel it in.
Yeah, it's just a little one.
Well, it's not bad per se.
Could have been worse. At
tilapia.
least you caught something.
Alright, that's not fishing for now.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us. Okay!
Been fishing a long time, and I have built up a good collection of equipment for it. I'll share it with you if you're interested. I just want one thing in exchange. I ask is for you to show me records of any fish you catch. The more you catch, the more equipment I'll hook you up with. If you need anything, I'm always here. Don't be afraid to come up and talk to me. Fishing expert. The fishing expert on talk upon can teach you the basics about fishing. Show him your fishing notes, he'll tell you where to go catch fish you haven't found, as well as giving you new fishing gear based on how much you've caught. Oh, so I even gotta buy this stuff. I just earn it from catching fish. So, a skilled angler. Oh shit. Ooh, you're a lifesaver. Now I can get back to my mess. Sorry. Forgot I spoke. Forget I spoke. Carry on. Don't mind me. Infantry
I'm
shield
always
1.
amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Oh, they gave us a worse shield. Oh, this one has a different look, so I can at least do this if I want. Can I curse shield?
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's
Okay, so the use of
probably
his
what he's
is
saying.
slow enemies down and such.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No.
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us
Dohalim's got a death wish.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, La?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
Book.
Hoodle, let me know if you sense anything. Another day, another Gald.
Oh, we don't got money for nut.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Maybe it's that.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renins.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you,
I
Alphen?
think it does.
You were a
sorta
slave in
have one.
Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renin doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
Huh,
I
so
know that once the
up
spirit
until we
vessel
left,
was
she
shut
did have
down,
one.
there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves. often in great numbers.
Ah,
For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
and you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danon, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danons in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danons in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Birds. Fight me.
We're in for a long slog with this one. Ready and ready.
Arc Steel!
Airborne beast. My spell.
You're mine! You got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance. I'll face you.
Here I come!
I'll smash you!
Radiant Pierce!
Ignite!
Here I go! Don't mind if I do! It's
You're
over!
mine!
Lightning!
No further.
Radiant
I'll get
Pierce!
you! Flaming
Make it
thrust!
rain!
Enough! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
This one's mine!
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Resonate with the earth! That's stalagmite! Tiger
You're
blade!
mine! It's over!
Into the
Dragon
shadows!
Swarm!
Elusive deity!
Let it do
Flying
it!
Alpha!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
That was way stronger than regular firepower.
You won't hear me complaining.
Oh. Guess this is where we get the tutorial for Dopeling.
All right.
During Spruce Tag. Tree Hindere grows vines in the ground to ensnare enemies and strike them. Effective on fleet-footed enemies, this nullifies their evasive berries and downs them.
There's nowhere to run from my heart!
When he slows down, that's our chance!
Leave the agile ones to me. You require a hand.
In a bind? Elusive deity! Tornado blast! Stalagmite!
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Now or never. You're mine! Take this! Tiger blade! This can't get out of this!
Pierce through!
Ready, right toward the other one.
One more! Tiger blade!
Oh, yeah, I just had it.
Searing flame!
It's going in! Can't get out of this!
Annihilation!
Can you take it? One more! Tiger blade! Tempest! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Take no heart for being interrupted.
Tempest! Take this! Elusive deity! Tornado blast! Can you take it? Going in! Elusive deity! No further!
Water, hear my call!
Look sharp!
Coming through! Ha! Now!
Scarlet Inferno!
Glacial Spear.
Here's evil!
Piercing Roar.
Freeze Lancer!
Flaming Meteor.
There are for interrupt. Take this!
Another incantation ruin.
Begin!
Art Expert coming through! Mega Ray!
Take this!
You've got a knack for battle.
I still play.
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
That's cool.
Finish it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
Go down, Crusher. Wait, I'm sorry. This one-down hammer was used to beat back crocodiles. Those skilled enough to dual wield it with it were lauded as champions. What the hell? Artifacts. Artifacts count for... Okay, so we're still getting new aspects of the game, so there must be a lot more left to the game than I thought. Because, I mean, yeah, there's still 2 more lords left, but it seems like each of the sort of city areas don't take that much long, you know? Artifacts count for special effects simply by having them, some of which serve as bonuses that can be enjoyed after clearing the game. Toggle each of these effects on or off from the artifacts effect list. Oh. You now set 6 additional odds. Press Y on the odd screen to switch between panels. Oh. What's set to the second panel can be executed by pressing RT and add that. Hell yeah, that is actually awesome. Especially for the people with support abilities like Xion. Now stage E recovery.
That treasure. What a sweet sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
So I actually put all of his supported ones on a different page then. Cool, she doesn't have that many yet, so. She doesn't even have any aerial attacks. Yeah, I imagine she's probably not going to get too many aerial attacks. Don't really see that quite working with her, you know, abilities. Oops. Same thing with his supported spares on one page. Athos, Tim's War, Thunderblade. There we go. Awesome. That is super handy. I have 2 pages of that now.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
The way forward's over here. I see now. But there's treasure here.
I have a bad feeling about this.
It's over.
Right here, in a
I got
bind.
you. Annihilation!
Burn in hell! I'll thank you.
One more! I never
It's like
miss.
trying to keep up with a wall.
Here I find
Here,
free.
like if he kept it fair enough!
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Lightning thrust!
Here I go.
Astro Box?
That's my cue.
Annihilation!
Shut him down. I'm not done. Crush!
Here, let me go.
Now I can let loose. Catapult! You're mine!
Make it ready!
Totally! In an instant! Impact drop! We work well together.
Like a finely timed glove.
Here's the Take this!
Lunar Blade! This one's all mine! Rising Sun!
Resonate with water!
Eat dirt!
This one's mine!
You're mine!
You're stronger than any Renin soldier I've ever met.
They don't just let anybody have a place in the Royal Guard.
Indeed. So I see.
One more!
Rising Phoenix! Take this!
Take this! Take this! Tiger Blade! I'll take you all
Take
on!
this.
Ha! Flare to Molotov!
Elusive Field! I'm ready!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Look sharp! I'll smash you! Take this! Back into the fray! Look sharp!
Begin!
Double demon fang.
Take this! Not so fast!
Going in!
Elusive Field!
Tiger Blade!
I'm ready!
It's over.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll face you!
Where are you going? Going in!
I'll take you all on.
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Take it!
Far enough!
You're finished.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Start up.
Take it!
Rising Falcon. I'm not done.
Arc Field!
Sword Rain Alpha. Flaming Thrust. You're mine.
Can you take
Rising
it?
Falcon.
I can't get out of this!
It's over. Not
Anything in armor is all mine!
Do it!
Sword Rain Alpha. Still.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady.
Something you wanted to say?
I'm out! Back into the fray!
Rising Falcon. Look shot. Sword Rain Alpha. Dragon Swarm.
Do it!
Still.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Don't mind if I do.
Tiger Blade!
It's a duel of the arts.
This one's mine! Going in!
Here I come!
One more!
It's over!
Tiger Blade!
I shall ensure you survive this.
This one's mine!
Leave the enemy's arts to me.
No complaints here!
Tiger Blade! Lead it towards me! This one's mine!
No,
Tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Then let's keep pressing!
coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing heart! Look sharp! That's my watch!
Did you just hear me?
I need you, remember?
Right.
Can't get out of this!
Radiant!
I'm ready!
I'm out of ammo!
Rising
Begin.
Star! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Like moths to the flame.
It's over! Rising Falcon!
Where are you going?
No escape! Flaming Thrust! Burn in hell! You're mine!
Water! Hear my
Dragon
call!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
Do it!
River!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Radiant far enough! Here! Here go! I'm on shot! One more! Tiger Blade! Gemini Alpha!
Take this!
That's Take this! Still! Lunar Rondo! There! Resonate with the Here! Tiger Blade! Flaming Meteor! Explosive Ring! I owe you one. Be still!
Everyone hanging in there?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Prepare to be seen! Time to shine! No further! Piercing roll!
Get behind me!
Here I come! Tiger Blade! Here I come! It's over! Take this! On guard! Dragon Swarm!
Much obliged.
Speaking of things, you know that
Over?
Tell me about it.
I'll bring you back. I never miss.
Look sharp! Prepare to be sealed!
Tiger Blade!
in a bind.
I'll bring you back from death to
Now
death.
you've gone and ticked me off!
Benediction.
Far enough!
Resuscitation!
Another incantation ruined.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Can you take it?
I think we can get through this. Do it!
Let up until it's over.
Ha! Who said anything about letting off?
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Destruction! Devastation!
Make it ready!
Tornado Drive!
Can you take it?
Really will need my help,
Nonsense! Who else will cook and clean for me?
Damn it. I should have kept that trap shot.
Make it right!
Spicier than you look.
Kisara, all yours, Kisara.
That's cool.
I can feel my power growing!
Kisara talks a lot of shit while we fight. Stone Wing Mantle.
We got some good equipment.
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Oh, was it some Cordova? That was.
More Danon runes here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
What's this thing?
Red Sage. Wait, items. Query raises resistance when used.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me.
Hear my call.
Lunar Rondo!
Fred!
Rising Sun! Lewis, get on guard! You're mine! You're finished! You're mine!
On guard. Here goes! Mega Ray! I never miss.
Take this! You're mine!
You wanna play?
You're finished!
Come at me!
Tiger Blade! Rising Falcon!
Searing Flame!
On guard!
Resonating with the arm.
Take this! You're finished! Raining Slash! You're mine! You're finished!
That's it! Make it rain! Tiger Shield!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! Think we overdid it?
This one's all
Not
mine.
by a long shot. Far enough!
Ignite!
You're
finished! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Lunar Rondo! It's over!
Lightning! Downfall!
It's over!
Let's make it rain!
It's over!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So... Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
Huh. All these different little areas.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So it's still a house, in a sense.
Wow, there's a lot in here.
We should think about eating soon.
Really? Not all that hungry myself.
Don't make me say it again.
Yeah, good idea.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
Let's see.
This might be some decent equipment.
Nice.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Juke them all. No shit.
Guess I misread the landing.
We'll actually use it on him since, you know, his special abilities burn through his health. Lots of good materials.
I'll clear the way through.
I've got your back. Don't worry, I've got plenty to go around.
Not today!
Tiger Blade! Here I
Can't
go!
get out of this.
Chronicon Field!
I'm not done! Dragon Swarm! Lightning throw!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Rising falcon! Here I come!
Look sharp!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Can you take it?
Look sharp! Plenty left!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Here I come! It's
I'm
over!
ready! Flame of Fury! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Resonate with the
Yes,
earth!
my lady.
Something you wanted to say?
Make it rain!
Frozen?
Hammer!
Resonate with the earth!
Swords all mine!
Your helping me has become a pattern.
It's for the good of all of us.
Is it now?
Here I come!
Well, looky here!
There.
So that continues that way. That goes up the path. It said it was down here, so that's the way it was supposed to go. So up here's something different. So let's go up first. Huh. So maybe this was the way forward. So what was that other place then? Or can I just do this from either direction? Up or down?
Guess I misread the landing.
Okay, no, this
Still thinking
is the
about
way
how to
forward.
act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Oh boy.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being an... Forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Okay, so that triggered a cutscene, so I guess up here is actually something different. Something extra, maybe.
We finally made it.
And there's a campsite over here too, so. Ooh.
What's that big tower over there?
Okay, yeah, so this is something special.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
The old tower and the ridge it stands on have long since been overrun by Zools. Only venture up if you know exactly what you're doing. Huh. Longsword. I was like, that's what we got first, but, you know, not all rusty. Find ground thing, find gear wing. Flashbang shoot. Shoot bearing a unique pattern that holds light astral energy. Emits flashes of light that are pretty to hold, yet dangerously blinding. I want to save up for this because I like this weapon.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
So
Guess
my
I'll
guess
polish up
is
my sword.
some sort of special like challenge tower type deal. Oh, got a skit here too.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up
Oh my god,
for you.
she's the team mom.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his
See,
servant.
I was like, she's the team mom.
Hey, that actually came out pretty all right, don't you think?
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving?
I think we'll end pretty soon here, but I kind of want to see what's up with this. Huh. Okay, it's something I can't go to yet. I guess that answers that question then. Yeah. In that case, I think that's a good spot for us to end for today. So we'll be picking this back up next week, because these next few days we'll be trying out some different games. Tomorrow we're gonna start playing Inside Mine, and then I think Friday and or Saturday we'll be trying out Madness Project Nexus. Same thing with Sunday. We'll be kind of swapping between these games now. And then we'll be back on Monday we'll be doing some more modded Library of Ruina. Might be playing, continuing on attempts at trying to finish up the mods we were playing last time, because I really like the one that we were working on last. So we'll probably be doing that on Monday. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight, though. Thank you guys for hanging out. Hope you had a good time. And for now, just wish you all a good night and safe travels. Bye.